Hey, welcome to episode 3 of Investing While Broke. I will be going over my trading plan and the stocks that I plan on investing in. And also, I'll be showing you what platforms I'll be using to monitor those stocks, how I'll be putting money into them. And also, I know that we're dealing with stock market crashing due to tariffs and stuff right now, but that doesn't mean you can't still make money investing. The stock market crashing is where billionaires stay billionaires. So we want to get a little piece of that pie. And we can do so by buying low, selling high, the same thing they do. So you can definitely stick along for the rest of this episode. Like I said, I'll just be showing you guys what platforms I'm using and how to monitor what stocks or whatever it is you really want to invest in. I'm going to show you the platforms that house all of the market for you to put your money where you feel safe putting your money. This is my journey to homesteading. You can come and learn and earn with me. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. So just a quick recap on my trading plan. If you watched video number 1, remember I plan on putting $10 to $20 a week into the Fidelity cash management account that I opened. Also, if you remember from the first video, the plan is to put $10 to $20 into Bitcoin every week, or buy $10 to $20 worth of Bitcoin, however you want to phrase it. But we'll be doing that, or I'll be doing that via my Cash App. I'll also pretty much be doing the same with XRP and the S&P 500. If you don't know what the S&P 500 is, it's pretty much a real-time and historical record of the overall market. But never fear when they say the stock market is crashing. All that means is that prices are dropping so that you can buy low now and sell high later. Because I'm about to show you in the next few screens that just because the market is down one day doesn't mean it'll be down forever. So before I make my initial investments from the trading plan, I do want to check out how the market is doing currently. So I've gone to the TradingView website. I want to check out the S&P 500 first, just to see what it's looking like, checking to see what the trends are, if it's a really good time to put my money in or not. However, I do want you guys to know I plan to be consistent weekly, whether it's a good time to put my money in or not. This is just a force of habit from being a trader. What this chart tells me is that the S&P 500 is staying on target with this particular trend line. As you can see, this particular candlestick hit the trend line and came back up. We can talk more about that in the future, but basically, the market ain't changing. It's going to keep doing what it's been doing for the last few years at least. And I'm also going to do the same thing with XRP. Check and see how XRP has been doing. However, with XRP, it's only had movement from November of last year up until now. So I'm taking my time easy with XRP. I don't really want to just invest a whole bunch of money because it'll need a lot more hype and a lot more time in the market for me to really know what's going to go down with XRP. But like I said, I do still intend to be consistent with the investments with XRP, just like with the S&P 500, because consistency in investing saves you from the hurt of huge market dips and things like that. Yes, your account can blow up really big if something were to blow up overnight. However, if you're consistently investing and the market drops, you will have a cushion in the market already, so to speak. And I do the same with Bitcoin. I haven't really been watching Bitcoin super duper close, but just know when big things happen in the U.S., big moves happen with Bitcoin. So it's a good time to put your money in when you know something big is going to be happening. So in keeping up with transparency, I do want to let you guys know that I quit the first job that we discussed me having in the first video. I have since started a new job, but it is not the everyday money that we were supposed to be investing with originally. Now I'm at about a 2 to 3 week wait for my first paycheck from this job. So I don't have no money-ons for us to actually put into these accounts right now. But in the interim, I figured we would go over budgeting tips in case any of you all are really living the life of the broke girl math from the previous video. We can help get you out of that. This is a page out of my and my business partner's financial literacy ebook. It's the daily expense tracking sheet. The idea is every day at the end of your day, you calculate how much money you spent and write down what category your spending went to, whether that was a need, a want, necessities and non-necessities, things of that nature. Rather than go day by day for 7 days monitoring your spending, I urge you all to pull your bank statement and look at it like a spending habits report card. Now, if you're primarily using cash, then sure, absolutely do the day by day and track your spending so that you know exactly what's going on with your money. But if you're using debit or credit cards, then yes, pull your bank statement, aka report card, and take a look at how you're really spending your money. Sometimes we learn that we're not broke because of bills or extra necessities or kids or whatever. We learn that we're broke just because of poor spending habits. Okay, scenario A. Let's say you went through your bank statements and you've learned that all you do is spend your money on your bills, your gas, your groceries, your kids, and literally 100% necessities, and you don't even have room to invest. Let's talk about that. In real life, we can't squeeze nickels out of pennies. So your first step, you're going to have to figure out a way to increase your income. Whether that means looking for a new job, whether that means getting a side hustle, whether that means educating yourself so that you can get a license in something, get certified in something, get a degree in something, whether that means you pick up a side hustle or something along those lines will help you advance. Or even if you become a social media guru, figure out how to do the content creation, figure out how to monetize your social medias. There are ways out there for you to increase your income without you necessarily increasing the output of effort that you're putting in. Now, once you start making the additional money, the first mistake that people make is usually to increase the amount of bills they have. They will go upgrade their things that they have now. They'll upgrade their car, upgrade their house, update their phones, things of that nature just to increase their bills. Or they're using the layaway services like Afterpay and Klarna to purchase bigger and better items than they wouldn't naturally purchase. But that is the opposite of what you want to do. You want to begin investing your money once you have the extra money, because you're not ready to change your life once you just got the new job. The new life comes after the investments pay off. Now, scenario 2. You have gone through all of your bank statements and you've learned about yourself that you could have been rich had you just been putting your money in the right places. What may be a little easier for you is you can build your trading plan based on where you already spend your money. If you're buying Nikes every 2 weeks when you get paid, then guess what? Maybe you should invest in Nike stock instead. And instead of spending money on the shoes every 2 weeks, you can purchase a share every 2 weeks. And then you can probably retire you and your kids long before you ever expected to. If you are consistently going to Starbucks every single day before you go to work, then maybe skip out on some of those days of purchasing the Starbucks and just purchase the stock, because we know Starbucks probably ain't going nowhere no time soon. That might be a pretty lucrative stock, or at least a steady growing stock that you can invest in that you don't have to really watch and pay attention to because it's not doing any major drops or anything like that. That may be an actual safe investment for you, especially if you're already spending your money there. if you're an Apple fanatic and you have all of the Apple products, if you've got a Mac, you've got the iPads, and you've already had the iPods, the iPod Nanos, and things of that nature, you got AirPods, then yeah, Apple might be the company for you to invest in. Instead of purchasing and being a consumer of the product, you can grab some shares and technically be like an owner of the product. So if you have the money in your account to invest, you really just have to reshape your habits from purchasing the items to purchasing the shares. Some beginner-friendly trading platforms are Robinhood, which is probably the most popular that you guys hear about. Coinbase and Acorns are also some good beginner-friendly trading platforms because they'll teach you as you're really clicking around trying to figure it out for yourself. Think or Swim is that one off that's to the right. It's a good trading platform. I just can't say for sure that it's 100% beginner friendly, but you are more than welcome to dive in and see what you can figure out. But that's all I have for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe.